Elliot, talk a little bit about the conditions we're going to have to deal with as a player.
Yeah, I mean tonight is really tough condition for a player. It's something that you're gonna have to adjust quickly to, since this is really windy. The weather has been delayed, like John said, because of lightning. So it's really tough condition tonight for the boys.
So the starting lineups are as follows. FC Tucson will start with Dallas J in goal, back from his international duty with Guam and victorious in both games there. Sebastian Pineda and Caleb Scott will be the center backs. Devontae DuBose, the right back, and Edgar Reyna returns to his left back position. In the middle, we'll have Ozzy Ramos and Michael Turner, with Luis Martinez playing the attacking midfielder role. David Clemens will be our number 9 up top, with Nestor Jaramillo getting his first league start of the year on the left and Brandon Zambrano on the right. For the visiting Real Colorado Foxes, they have Brandon Costa in goal, with Sean Sandoval, Jalen Markey, Sam Tweeton, and Jordan Geely playing the defenseman positions. Jeff Jennings, Miguel Jaime, and Graham Smith, as well as Sawyer Edwards and Andrew Mejia, will be in the midfield, and Danny Arubla will be starting up top for Real Colorado. Colorado looking to build out of the back tonight, which certainly won't be easy.
Yeah, I mean especially now that defensively the FC Tucson player start to feel more familiar with each other. We have a lot of time last week on the road in Colorado and Utah, and I think we've looked good defensively this week at practice.
Oh, and a bad giveaway by Edgar Reyna, and Caleb Scott's clearance right into the Real Colorado player. And it's an early corner for Real Colorado. So the two teams have met once just last week on FC Tucson's 3-game road trip into the Rocky Mountains, and FC Tucson came away with a 1-1 draw. And the key players were Miguel Jaime for Real Colorado, as well as Jeff Jennings, the former San Antonio Scorpion from the NASL. And they'll feature heavily tonight in the midfield, as Real Colorado will certainly look to play through those players. Ball switched out wide again, a good ball outside. Closed down by Brandon Zambrano. And Zambrano wins it well. Plays out to Michael Turner. Pushes forward for FC Tucson. Turner again finds Zambrano, and a great little ball into David Clemens. Clemens holding it up for his help and does a good job there. Brought outside by Michael Turner. Nestor Jaramillo plays it through, and a little miscommunication there between him and David Clemens. I think David was looking for a feet, Elliot.
Yeah, like I know that David likes to have the ball in his feet, because that's what he's really good at, holding the ball and allow the team to go forward and help him, support him offensively.
So out of the back, Brandon Costa will be launching this upfield, and we'll be interested to see how far or where it goes. And that's a wonderful ball from him, considering the conditions, but that's right in Sebastian Pineda's wheelhouse, and he heads it. But second ball won by Colorado, but then one back by Turner beautifully, and he finds Brandon Zambrano. Luis Martinez, FC Tucson's talisman, in the middle, finds Jaramillo again on the wide, looking for Martinez, cuts inside, loses it, but regained by Edgar Reyna. Jaramillo looking, switches through. Ozzy Ramos, ever steady. Michael Turner finds Edgar Reyna. Reyna again, and it's the through ball that nobody seems to want there. I think Martinez again looking for that at feet. And FC Tucson looking okay in the build-up so far.
Yeah, I mean, he looks really sharp with the ball. The player moved the ball comfortably from left to right and up and down the field. I'm interested to see how Colorado is going to react to the weather, because last week we could see that they were trying to go more direct. It's going to be tough for them to go direct to this thing, the conditions and the wind blowing hard.
And a great win by Edgar Reyna there. Reyna gives it away right away. Miguel Jaime with the ball, and he's really dangerous. The great left foot, looks to play a ball across the face there, but Dallas Shea comes out and smothers it. FC Tucson and Real Colorado are back and looking up at Albuquerque Soul, who have just been clinical this season, standing at 8-1-1 at the top of the division with the most points in PDL right now. And, you know, every game is crucial here for FC Tucson. This weekend of games, they really need to take 6 points away if they're going to get back in this Mountain Division race, or else it's all on for second place and another return trip to Albuquerque for the playoffs. Won by Ozzy Ramos here. Tries to flip it forward to Nestor Jaramillo, and it's taken away. Controlled in the middle by number 22, Graham Smith. And Devontae DuBose gets there first. and finds Brandon Zambrano. DeBose looking for David, and it's taken away there again by Graham Smith. But one well there by Devontae DeBose. Martinez finds Clemens, who's waiting for his help, and does find it. Brandon Zambrano's dispossessed again. And Colorado on the counter. Play wide there. Number 11, Danny Rublev making the run. A good early ball. Stepped in front of Caleb Scott. And it's an early penalty kick. Caleb Scott just got turned the wrong way, and it was certainly a penalty for me. What are your thoughts, Elliot?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could have did better with that situation. We were in 2v1 situation, so maybe the player could have been cloned on. Then if the call was right, I'm not sure, but it seemed kind of soft to me from here. And hopefully Dallas J does a good job, and
Dallas J's record with the penalty kicks has been outstanding. He was sitting in goal as FC Tucson won the shootout in the the second round of the U.S. Open Cup against the San Antonio Scorpions. And this win is going to play havoc with the PK taker, isn't it, Elliot?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if he's trying to keep the ball on the ground to reduce the wind effect, or if he's not going to do that and rather have it high in the air.
This is a big early moment, 6 minutes into the game here for Real Colorado. It would be great for them to get a goal, and FC Tucson certainly doesn't want to go down here early. The slow starts for FC Tucson have been notorious, and it looks like it could be, and it's a goal. And it looks like there's an encroachment call here from Colorado, and he's going to have to take it again. And this is always an interesting situation.
It's a brave decision from the referee to have it retake a penalty successfully transformed.
And so what do you do as a PK taker? Do you take it the same spot? Do you,
they're gonna
and they change the taker. That's a very bold move here. Miguel Jaime steps up left-footed.
It's been a day full of penalty kicks between the France and the German side in the World Cup, more recently with Colombia and Argentina in the Copa America, and now tonight with FC Tucson bright and early with a PK.
Well, Dallas J gets a second chance of redemption here. Miguel Jaime sets up to take the penalty kick. And Jaime delivers it. And 7th minute in here, and it's 1-0 Real Colorado here on a windy night here in Tucson, Arizona.
Colorado goal to number 10 on a penalty, Miguel Jamir.
And FC Tucson all season's been plagued by the slow start.
Yeah, that's something we've tried to adjust to, especially in Utah last week. We did that well on the game Saturday when we won 3-1 when we had a strong start, but that's really something we will look into improving going forward into the season.
And Caleb Scott's so talented and played so well, and it's given away again here by Edgar Reyna. That's a good hit, but well handled by Dallas J there by number 11, Danny Rublev, who served the ball in to create the first penalty kick.
It's a lot of time for FC Tucson to try to turn things around. They still have time to be patient, to play the way they know how to play, with possessing the ball and trying to create good chances going forward. Still really early in the game.
Good second ball gain there by Michael Turner. Nestor Jaramillo controls. And just
a strong challenge on Luis
challenge.
Martinez.
Real Colorado looking fairly strong through the midfield on the tackle so far, as Dallas J looks to play out through Sebastian Pineda. Pineda looking.
We really can feel the desire for FC Tucson to possess the ball, trying to play shorter pass and trying to go forward and going with numbers forward rather than going more direct.
And you see, obviously here, it looks like Jaime is really pushed up into a forward position, listed as an attacking midfielder, but really is playing as a second forward. And this is going to make it a little bit more hard for FC Tucson to build out of the back here. And Scott looks to skip a level to find Clemens. Cannot do so, and Clemens chasing. And falls to Brandon Costa in the Real Colorado goal. 8 minutes in, and we're 1-0 Real Colorado on an early penalty kick by Miguel Jaime. Reyna challenges, but loses the challenge there. And a poor ball, but fortunately finds its way to Graham Smith. Played outside to number 14 there. Andrew Mejia, and Martinez gains possession. Gives it away quickly. Brandon Zambrano looking to make that crossing run. Jaramillo, though, wins it back. Finds Ozzy Ramos. Ramos patient. A combination there, Jaramillo. And the foul on Brandon Zambrano after the play. And Again, all free kicks are dangerous, but especially in this win, aren't they, Elliot?
Yeah, especially the wind going in our favor right now, the wind going in Tucson's back, so it could be challenging for the Colorado Foxes goalkeeper.
This is going to be an in-swinger from Ozzy Ramos, the left-footed midfielder out of San Diego State, who's been so instrumental in FC Tucson's midfield this year. The left-footed player is going to serve this ball in, probably looking for Sebastian Pineda here. And it's a great ball driven in. Challenged by Edgar Reyna, but one away. Caleb Scott wins it back in, looking for Pineda. And Real Colorado looking maybe to break. And the long ball is played. Caleb Scott gets down there to control and easily plays to Dallas J. We thank the students at Desert View High School for providing tonight's live stream. They'll be helping FC Tucson all summer long bring you this free broadcast on our YouTube channel. And that ball is headed back to the Real Colorado goalkeeper, Brandon Costa again. So again, it's difficult in the win here for both teams. FC Tucson, looking to get the goal back they've given up so early in the game and rebound from this slow start.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same scenario than it was last week when we went down 1-0. We did well to come back 1-1 before halftime, and I think if we do the same today, get a goal before halftime, it gives us plenty of time in the second half to take the lead.
And Devontae DuBose is arguing that call. It certainly looked like he knocked it off the Real Colorado player, but the assistant referee is not having it. It's going to be a Real Colorado throw-in. Don't forget the tickets to any FC Tucson home match at fctucson.com. Click the tickets tab to be taken to our home match directory. See Tucson back at Kino Sports Complex tomorrow, where they have a rematch against Real Colorado at 7:30 Pacific time, right here at the Kino North Sports Complex. Reyna finds the ball here, laid back from Jaramillo, swung through Caleb Scott. Sebastian Pineda carries. A nice little flick there by DuBose, but too far past Luis Martinez, but given away by Real Colorado. So again, FC Tucson taking themselves out of an early hole has been a tradition here this season, and not one that Coach Shantz is too pleased with. But again, we're just 12 minutes in. There's a lot of time here, and certainly a lot of firepower on this FC Tucson lineup to make a difference.
It's a good free kick for FC Tucson.
It looks like Martinez might have been pushed on that. This could be a free kick from a dangerous area again.
We have a lot of quality going forward in the air with Sebastian Pineda, Edgar Reyna, David Clemens. All of those players are really good in the air and can be a real threat for the Colorado defense.
Martinez looking to serve this in, and a little love there from the FedEx truck.
Thank you, FedEx.
Hopefully this delivery will be as good as FedEx's, and that was free, FedEx. You didn't have to pay for that. Served in by Martinez beautifully. Reyna tries to get in front, but it is deflected away by the Real Colorado player. And FC Tucson has a throw in deep in Real Colorado area.
It's really impressive to me as Edgar Reyna always finds the spot in the box, and the ball always lands near him. It's a special gift that he has, always finding the ball in the box.
Edgar Reyna, fantastic in the air. Ozzy Ramos with deflection. Oh! Almost a near own goal there on Ozzy Ramos, a scorcher, but looked like it was going well wide, but the Real Colorado player, a la France versus Germany, looks like it was almost a German redirect there.
Yeah, and I hope it'll be the same outcome for us than it was for the Germans today. A little bit lucky to beat France, but always tough opposition to play the Germans.
I thought the French women played excellent today. Corner kick here, taken again by Luis Martinez. He's looking short to David Clemens, plays back to Martinez. Martinez changing the angle,
Great
serves
ball.
it in. Great ball, and well handled there by Brandon Costa of Real Colorado. Make any fun occasion special with the FC Tucson soccer cage. It's available to rent for birthday parties, graduations, team parties, corporate events, and more. Contact info at FC Tucson or call 520-334-1115 for more information. Martinez wins it, and again, so good on both sides of the ball, Elliot. Very hard worker, plays much taller than his 5'5" frame, and has been an integral part of FC Tucson's winning season so far.
Yeah, he's got great ability to protect the ball with his body. Like you said, being 5'6", for him to protect the ball so well when he's in possession of it is just amazing.
Egarena patiently shields the ball and does a good job not to give it away there, finding Sebastian Pineda. And since the goal, it's been all FC Tucson in possession here, but not a clean chance yet on the goal other than the near own goal. But it's this kind of sustained pressure that creates mistakes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the longer they put pressure on Colorado Foxes, the more likely Colorado to make a mistake and open something up for FC Tucson.
And this field is a lot wider than the Colorado field they played on last week, and there's a lot more room to create danger for FC Tucson, who likes to bring the outside backs up wide and really has some quality serving players in that area. And go ahead, Elliot.
And I think Colorado is going to eventually get tired of chasing the ball the way they've been doing for the past 13 minutes. So really it's just a matter of patience.
And a great steal there by Michael Turner. Finds Luis Martinez early. Martinez, and an excellent tackle there by Real Colorado's defensive midfielder. But playing through balls against Caleb Scott is not the way forward.
Yeah, they must have not have the Scott report.
One of the fastest players in PDL, only maybe surpassed by his teammate Devontae Dubose, the ex-sprinter from Virginia Tech. Martinez controls beautifully, finds Clemens. Clemens patiently looking for Aramillo and just gives it away. Good pressure by Scott, but well handled there by number 11 again. Danny Arubula, who's done very well up top so far this game with his touches. Real Colorado's possessing. Flicked on. Dallas J doesn't call it off. And Devontae Dubose wisely clears off the Real Colorado player. Stays in bounds though. This is a little trouble, but it's played all the way back to Brandon Costa.
Number 17, Edward Sawyer for Colorado is really the outlet for the Foxes. As soon as they get pressure, is the outlet that they look for to get rid of that pressure on the ball.
17th minute here. Real Colorado holding a 1-0 lit. That's a great ball there. Dallas J comes out maybe a little bit early, and Caleb Scott wisely clears outside for the Real Colorado throw-in. It's a little tough. Dallas hadn't been here. He's only been at training. We lost him for a couple weeks, and the communication with the back four, it's not easy when you've had 3 different goalkeepers playing this year, all of them fairly well, but tonight that's something that's going to be a factor potentially.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky enough at FC Tucson to have 3-4 great goalkeepers, but it's a matter of just them getting familiar with the habit of each other and understanding each other really well.
Jay looking to play. Maybe putting this one on the ground.
Yeah, we have the advantage of the wind so far, so it might be another solution to go a little more forward for us.
Probably not the pun he wanted with Luis Martinez as the target player, but somehow Martinez, as usual, comes away with the ball and a fantastic turn there. Can't find David Clemens. Devontae Dubose beaten early, and it's a great turn here by Danny Arubula. Another good cross. And it goes out of bounds for the FC Tucson throw-in. Colorado's looked tidy in possession and good on the counter so far here, Elliot.
Yeah, they're going forward pretty fast, which is. I mean, we are having our back line, I say, pretty much forward, so it gives us space in the back, and that's the way they've had success so far in the game.
And again, Nestor Aramillo and Brandon Zambrano have to find their way into this game. With the 4-3-3, the outside wing players need to be dangerous and need to be active on both sides of the ball. And it's so important that players with their skill level are able to find the game. Martinez back to Pineda. Zambrano checking in. Pineda decides to find Martinez again. Colorado very tight, great pressure on the ball so far in the midfield. But again, like you said earlier, chasing takes a lot out of you, and to keep this kind of pressure up in Tucson in the dry air, and they've gotten a big break here with the cool weather tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're very lucky coming from Denver, which is a little colder. I think they would have suffered from the heat of Tucson, but hopefully the weather can pick himself up for tomorrow and challenge Colorado Foxes a little more.
And Jordan Geely driving down there decides to switch the field. And like I said, Real Colorado very tight in possession, playing a lot faster, very comfortable on this field. It's given away cheaply there. Caleb Scott chips it. And Aramil lets it go out of bounds.
And I think one of the reasons why Colorado is keeping it so tight in the midfield is they're trying to prevent Luis and David to combine with each other. They probably learned that from the game last Wednesday. So I think that's why they're trying to protect the back from for the connection between Luis and Dave.
Yeah, it really seems like FC Tucson's going to have to establish these wide areas to be successful. And that's where the bulk of their goals came from in the BYU area. It was service wide, good near post runs by the forwards in the second game, and then some quality finishes as well.
That's when the win can be tricky in those situations where the ball is heading towards the goalkeeper and he doesn't know if he should come out, and the center back really have to communicate to resolve those situations.
Your friends at Bud Light remind you to always select a designated driver. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly.
Colorado pinning themselves here, trying to build out of it and giving away
It's a
cheaply.
great pressure.
But DeBose finds Zambrano wisely. Martinez to Ramos. Great turn there. Good bit of skill. Still forcing it through the middle, and I really think the space is wide, Elliot.
Yeah,
And Colorado's on the run again here.
and good cover
Reyna's
from
able to
Edgar
get
Reyna.
there. And Jay wisely clears it towards our press box.
Tucson Electric Power reminds you to play it safe around electricity. Watch out for hidden power lines when tree trimming or
Well, we just had our first great week of soccer camp, but we've got 2 more weeks to go. And let your child train like a pro and feel like a pro by signing them up for FC Tucson soccer camps.
and your eyes. For more safety tips, visit
Your child will hone their soccer skills training with certified coaches at a world-class facility where the Major League Soccer preseason in Tucson is held. Register by going to fctucson.com and click the camps tab. Colorado again in possession here. A good step there by David Clemens. You can see Clemens' frustration early, trying to come back, win the ball, trying to lead as the captain of this team.
Yeah, I mean, a player like David, he likes to touch the ball, he likes to feel comfortable having the ball. So for him being so far up, sometimes isolated, he needs to come a little
And he
deeper
was
and
unable to
finds the
get
ball more.
unable to get the early touch on that one. It was a good opportunity. Ramos.
We can see Ozzy Ramos being a key player in Tucson possession of the ball. He's amazing
That's
for
a
being
great
such a
ball
young
by
player to have the level of maturity that he have.
It's a great play. Martinez makes a beautiful run. Jaramillo trying to get around it.
It's a corner.
And does he win the corner? No, he does not. And again, a good bit of interplay. Michael Turner finding that wide position. And Martinez can be so dangerous because he drifts into a variety of attacking positions.
And it's really tough to defend against Luis because you don't know if he's gonna go to his left or right foot. He plays amazing ball with both feet, so it's really hard to defend against him.
So we're halfway through this first half, and again, Real Colorado clinging to a 1-0 lead. The goal on a good wide ball played out, a penalty kick, is Caleb Scott managed to clip the legs of the center forward, running through for a great win by Edgar Reyna. Great touch there by David Clemens. Nestor Jaramillo. Oh, unlucky. Good ball, but it regains it right away. Martinez is in. Clemens trying to get across that near post. Oh, and the redirect just wide.
You see, John, as soon as FC Tucson puts the ball wide and trying to look to exploit the side of the field, we're having success right away with 2 situations where we ended up in the box.
Colorado, to their credit, had lots of numbers in there as well, and it may take a couple extra passes here or a second ball win.
Yeah, and that's a run that Dave likes to make a lot, the near post run. He had success against the Las Vegas Mobster from across from Justin. So
And
we
it fell
know
on
it can be
Caleb
successful
Scott
with
over
it.
the back here. And this is the old question when the player doesn't go to jump and somehow Caleb Scott earns a caution on that. I disagree with that unless he led with the elbow, which we can't see from this distance. You know,
I mean,
that player doesn't make a play on the ball, it slides under him. It's a very dangerous play.
it's hard for me to understand how the player that goes to the header to win the ball is the one being yellow carded.
You'd have to assume there was some kind of elbow where he charged in with his forearm. That would be the only rational explanation, Elliot, but that's not how we saw it from here. But again, Caleb Scott's a smart player. Now he's going to have to deal with playing the next 25 minutes on a yellow. And it's been a rough start for Caleb Scott tonight, no doubt. Free kick here, and it looks like Jeff Jennings, number 6, is on the ball, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's number 11.
17.
17.
Edward Sawyer.
Or Sawyer. That's a ball that's well whipped in. Knocked down there. And a high kick called there, and high enough at Devontae's low head.
Really brave from Devontae to
Yes.
go put the head where the opponent player is kicking
right.
the ball.
Dallas J plays out early, and a good touch by Brandon Zambrano. To the players' credit, they've done amazingly well with the wind here. It's been a very technical first half.
Yeah, I think
a lot
FC
of good
Tucson
soccer.
adjust perfectly to keeping
That's
the ball
a
on
great
the
ball,
ground.
and Martinez from Clemens looking for the runner. The runner's not there. Played back.
And good
Great pressure there from David Clemens. And what an effort. And that's sometimes what it takes in the windy games when you're down a goal and you need to find a little bit of a spark. And the corner kick's driven in brilliantly. Well headed away. Jaramillo gets a good touch on it. Serves early back the other way. Great ball and just over the head of Sebastian Pineda, but a good quality ball there from Nestor Jaramillo, who's starting to get into this match a little bit as we're 26 minutes in here at Kino North Stadium in a blustery and dusty Kino North Stadium.
It is no longer about where we are, but where you need us to be. On the go, online and in person.
There's a new way for teachers to easily integrate technology and stream projects into their classroom. Mindful Learning Institute is training teachers from all over the country to challenge the educational paradigm, increase understanding in science, technology, engineering, math, and the arts. Mindful Learning Institute, the educational resource for meaningful education.
And good pressure
Great
from
win there by
Devontae.
Devontae DuBose. And another late foul. And truthfully, you know, other than the goal, FC Tucson's looked solid in the back and has looked good going forward. But it's a single mistake. Soccer can be a cruel game, and one mistake can, change the outcome of a result.
Like you said, it's really cruel to come out a little sleepy and be punished with it right away.
Dallas J leads Sebastian Pineda into the attack. Finds Luis Martinez. Brandon Zambrano. Zambrano. Offsides. Out of bounds. Real Colorado throw-in. Pineda does a good job there. And again, Ozzy Ramos, Michael Turner, so smart, so steady in that central midfield. Very rarely give the ball away in bad positions. Good flick on there by Nestor Jaramillo. David Clemens running hard. And bailed out there by the referee on seemed to be like a shoulder-to-shoulder. Maybe David got him with the arm a bit there.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for the forwards because most of the time that's what the center back is looking for that foul that's gonna allow his team to recover from it and reorganize. So you have to be really sensitive in those situations as a forward.
Elliot, you were known as a very high-pressing player and oftentimes commit similar fouls, but I'm sure you're innocent in all counts. Costa drives it forward. DuBose tries to head back and cleared away by Edgar Reyna towards Luis Martinez, who jumps very
Good
well for
challenge
his
from
size
Luis.
and again challenges. And Ozzy Ramos gets called for a handball there, feeling it was his shoulder. The referee is unmoved, and it's a free kick just inside the midfield for Real Colorado. Looks like it's going to be taken by number 16, Jalen Markey. Markey plays it early over Pineda. And a shanked clearance there. And out of bounds. They're behind. Turner does a good job there getting in front of it. Cross on the ground. Comes to Jaramillo. Out to Martinez. Gives it up, but Ozzy Ramos regains it. And a great little ball to Nestor Jaramillo. Keeps it in bounds. And a great header there by David Clemens. Jaramillo loses it, but wins it back right away nicely. And switches brilliantly through Brandon Zambrano. And Zambrano's ball. DuBose, what a laid out effort there to win that ball back. And DuBose again does wonderfully to keep it. Oh, and a great turn there by Ozzy Ramos. Ramos carries, controls, and holds it wonderfully for Edgar Reyna in that wide position. Reyna with early service and nobody to be found there as Zambrano had dropped into that position outside the 18. That far post run has eluded FC Tucson all season for the most part.
Brilliant
But
work in the midfield by Ozzy Ramos. Really well done.
And a great counterattack from FC Tucson. And just the final ball is missing, and that's been the story of the season. This is a wonderful team in moving the ball from 18 to 18, but oftentimes the final ball has been lacking. Pineda does a great job of winning that and getting out of there. He's such an athletic center back, loves to get forward, a la David Luiz. Jaramillo looking to create. This is where he can be dangerous. Jaramillo, oh! And drives it just over the bar. And by just, I mean 30 yards over the bar. But again, that's where Nestor's so good, coming inside to that preferred right foot. Usually he goes with the curling option. I think he went to go for power there. And if he could have done it over, probably would have changed his mind.
Yeah, it's tough to try to go with power with such a blowy wind. But Nestor does, that's a move he does really well to come inside and be dangerous with right foot. He's got a really good right foot.
And again, ball falls Pineda in a push there by Sebastian Pineda. The referee's been very consistent so far with his upper body fouls. He's calling the hands to the back, and you know, consistency is really all you can ask for. But this is another dangerous free kick for Real Colorado outside the just inside the FC Tucson area, about 45 yards out. David Clemens organizing a potentially unnecessary two-man wall from that distance. I'd probably go differently, but Clemens is Dallas is the expert. And of course catches beautifully. So it was 100% the right decision to make that wall.
He's done everything right on that one.
Dallas, such a calming presence in the box for FC Tucson. Looking to build out through Ozzy Ramos. Ramos finds Pineda. Pineda looks to skip a level there, but drives it right through the gap between Luis Martinez. Oh no! Oh my goodness! And as we were all looking away, the ball rolls out of bounds, and seemed like there was definitely a touch on that ball. And Brandon Costa, I'm sure, can't wait to get this ball out of his area.
Yeah, it would have been a great assist from Dallas.
And that ball just gets caught up in the wind. And Michael Turner does a good job of winning that ball.
Michael Turner and Ozzy Ramos really complementary in the midfield, where Michael gives us a bit of more height, and Ozzy really good with his left foot to organize the game a little more.
This time a little bit easier for Brandon Costa as Michael Turner's ball goes over everybody. Costa punts, bounce in front of Kino. Edgar Reyna wins, and he wins most all of those challenges.
As usual, Edgar Reyna wins it in the air.
And as usual, Ozzy Ramos on the second ball. Dallas J smacks it forward. Just a little bit too short. Jeff Jennings controls. Real Corral looking to switch through the back and do so. Devontae DeBow is wonderful to get out of that mess. Oh, and a great switch there. Can Reyna get forward into that space? Ramos, oh. Clemens imploring Ramos to play it quicker, but I'm not sure the angle was there to make that pass earlier. Like, here's a nice little counterattack for Real Colorado. See Tucson with numbers back, and a wonderful tackle there. And a blast all the way over, but a good tackle there by Michael Turner. And Miguel Jaime has not been a presence in this match.
Yeah, I mean, Tucson's had most of the possession of the ball so far, so it's tough for creating player to Colorado to really be exposed and see the ball a lot.
Jaime has the PK, which is really the defining moment so far in this game, but has not really been able to be dangerous and create the way he did early in the first half. And it's a great early ball from Turner on to Clemens. Clemens! It's saved! Clemens, rebound! Clemens with 2 good chances, and
That was a really good chance for FC Tucson. It was a great run behind the back from David Clemens.
what a good first touch too. And Brandon Costa well out to save that. David had to get that shot off quickly.
Yeah, the keeper came out really fast, so it was hard for David to get anything out of it.
And Clemens, so far having another solid performance, but hasn't found the back of the net yet. Flicked on, and Turner chases and finds it. Real Colorado cleans it smartly. Pineda. Oh, and he flicks it beautifully. A great piece of skill there by Sebastian Pineda. Probably giving Coach Shantz a bit of a heart attack there. And a great little touch there by David Clemens. Jaramillo drops to Clemens, who gives it directly to the Real Colorado player. And a great counter ball played there by number 6, Jeff Jennings. And there's Jaime. And Jaime just over. Excuse me, that was Danny Rubala. And Rubala, like I said, has looked very active and very good so far this first half in limited service.
It's a great distribution by Dallas.
Yes, and great touch there by Nestor Jaramillo. Ramos looking to play forward. Might have been wiser to play back there. Good tackle. Good job by Caleb Scott. Clemens looks to chase, but it's just going to be too far. And it's a goal kick.
And we have a
for
Colorado player on the ground.
I think Caleb
like
Scott's follow through might have got him, Elliot.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like to have Caleb falling on me. My little French bones.
French bones indeed. And soccer fans, tomorrow morning, listen to Soccer Talk with FC Tucson. It's every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. Join Connor Foster, Greg Foster, John Perlman, and Ted Brzelski as they tackle controversies, call-ins, guests, and other topics from around the world's game. That's Soccer Talk with FC Tucson, Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. What do you think Coach Shantz is saying to the players right now on this unintentional timeout?
Just to be patient, just to try to play a little faster. I know Coach Rick is really big on playing fast. Everything we do it fast, trying to go as fast as we can forward, and go probably like trying to use the wide area since Colorado defense is so narrow in the back.
Yes, they've done a very good job being compact and protecting that middle area. But again, if FC Tucson's going to have success, it's going to be through wide players, and it'll be interesting to see, the weapons FC Tucson has on the bench. Pedro Espindola and Arturo Rodriguez are the 2 most logical wide players. Salas Sandoval can also play out there, and then you have, of course, Patrick Hickman and Merlin Hockendorf for the backs, and Thomas Olsen, God forbid, should Dallas J somehow become incapacitated. Goal kick into the wind here, driven beautifully and held up like it hit a wall of bricks, but it's brought down well by Real Colorado. But the first touch there from number 20, Jordan Gili, has gone lacking.
It's frustrating
Michael
so
Turner.
far for FC Tucson. They've been doing well defensively. They show really good intentions going forward. It's just an early mistake that cost us not to be even or even have the lead in the game.
You can see the players pushing higher. And a goal kick. Again, that's the tough part about playing with the wind. It gives you such an advantage of making it hard for the other team to play in the back. But at the end of the day, on those balls, they need to be the feet, don't they?
Yeah, you have to be really precise with going for long balls since the wind carry the balls a lot.
I can tell you this, Brandon Costa's leg is going to need an ice bath when this one's over. One well there by number 22, Graham Smith, but Devontae DuBose, again, doing yeoman's work in the back here. And with a number of steps, played it safe to go out of bounds there. Jaramillo staying in between, trying to cut off those passing lanes as Colorado swings it through Jordan Gili. Back through the middle, and another good win there by Devontae DuBose, who's so quick coming out of the back. It's a good job to keep it. Ozzy Ramos with a good touch there. Luis Martinez plays it back through Edgar Reyna. Back through Luis Martinez. Clemens. Back to Reyna. Reyna probing. And again, like we said, that ball, the direct ball in this wind, very difficult to control. Although the second half, that will be the ball of choice, won't it?
Yeah, since the wind will slow down the ball, it would have probably landed perfectly into Luis's feet.
Located on Kino Parkway. Simply present your tickets up to the cashier when purchasing a Culver's Value Basket and receive a second one absolutely free. This includes any sandwich, classic side and medium.
He might be waiting for his ice bath already.
Welcome to Delicious.
Reyna does a great job winning there. He's so strong and so powerful. Jaramillo carries, finds Martinez. Martinez, quick feed to get out of that situation. Switches well. Pineda finds DuBose. DuBose controls. Turner comes to support. Colorado happy to defend very deep and happy to get out of this half 1-0. Tucson's going to try to find the seams here in between, and it's one away from Ozzy Ramos. Turner
Good
not,
pressure by
Turner
Michael
not
Turner.
wanting to let him out easily. And it's good control there by Real Colorado. And a great ball here to number 14, Andrew Mejia, who drops it back. Jeff Jennings back to Mejia again. Mejia swings it across. And a good touch there. Oh, and a nice bit of defending there all the way across from Brandon Zambrano. Coach Shots has got to be pleased to see his outside. And the Jaramillo dispossessed there. And nice combination here. Mejia looking to serve. And Caleb Scott clears it out for a corner kick.
It's really good. It's really going to be important for our player FC Tucson to really stick together to the tough conditions, to being down one goal. We're really going to have to stay together and show a lot of character in the second half.
And character is necessary right here. And the second dangerous opportunity here. Corner kick is driven through. It's a header on by Real Colorado. Pineda heads it down but not out. Caleb Scott jumping all over the place. And it falls out for a throw-in for Real Colorado. And if it's possible, the wind is picking up here. But the conditions have held up, and it was a wonder if we were going to get this match in at all. But certainly the case here is making for difficult playing positions for everybody. Pineda strongly clears away, looking for Clemens. Clemens holds it up wonderfully. Martinez, it's just poked away there by the Real Colorado defender. Ramos trying to work his way through and does so. Martinez swinging through Caleb Scott. Here we are in the 43rd minute, 1-0 Real Colorado. And ball almost gets away from Pineda, but does a great job to keep it. And a good exchange there, and this is a wonderful sequence. And a
Well
wonderful
done.
switch here. As Nestor Jaramillo is running, finds Martinez in the box. Martinez with a great turn. Oh, and it just bends it wide. Wasn't sure if he was looking to shoot across there, but Clemens was available. I think Martinez was looking shot, and probably if he could have done it over, would have just found David's head. But again, a great bit of skill in the box.
Great play by FC Tucson all around, starting on the right side of the field, ending up on the left side, finishing on a cross.
And it's been mostly one-way traffic in favor of FC Tucson, but again, soccer is about putting the ball in the back of the net. The only team that's done that so far is Real Colorado on a Miguel Jaime penalty kick in the 7th minute. Good challenge there by Pineda. Good challenge again there by Ramos. Pineda just relentless. The Colombian plays beautifully out through Martinez. Martinez holds it well. And Devontae DuBose looking to explode out of the space. Maybe we can see the pace here of Devontae DuBose. And the strength. No call there. No foul. See Tucson not wanting to let them out of this. And great job there by Ramos. What a touch. Finds Luis Martinez. Martinez switches through Edgar Reyna just behind him. Reyna finds Martinez again.
The pressure for FC Tucson has been really good since we win the ball back most of the time in the Colorado half.
Colorado staying very narrow and not worrying too much about Jaramillo in the wide position here. And it's a good service by Dallas J. And David Clemens again has held the ball up so well, knocking it back to his teammates all game. Ramos looked to switch it but couldn't find him. Early ball there, back to Reyna. Reyna finds Martinez, finds Clemens.
He's not
Onsides. Oh, but Zambrano could have turned there. I don't think he saw behind him. Tried to get too cute. Martinez wins it back though, and FC Tucson's pressure defensively from the Centrals has been outstanding. A great ball from Martinez. Jaramillo driving inside. Oh, looks to find the feet of Michael Turner and is turned away there. But one back again by Turner. Martinez. Oh, what a turn by Clemens. Clemens looking for the return pass, and great combination, but so many bodies there from Real Colorado in the box, Elliot.
Yeah, I mean, that's what going up early in the game allows you to do. It allows you to drop number behind the ball and really not expose your team so much going forward as you mainly focus on keeping your advantage.
Again, the football has been excellent for me, but just the final product hasn't been there. Not from lack of effort. Great ball there into Nestor Jaramillo again. Jaramillo's got a chance to face up, which he does very well. Good choice back to Reyna. Reyna skips. Ramos. Martinez wins it back, and that's really what you got to say. FC Tucson's done better than you could even hope for. Give the advantage to play on, and Jaramillo gives it up.
Fabulous last 5 minutes from FC Tucson, which has been all over Colorado.
Yes, Colorado hoping to get out of this half. About a minute left in the injury time here at Kino North Stadium. 1-0 the way Real Colorado Foxes taking the lead in a great switch of play there to Brandon Zambrano, who's been so quiet this half, but can spark at any time. Finds Devontae DeBose. Finds David Clemens, the header saved by Brandon Costa.
And we see Tucson getting closer from the goal with the attack. Every time they go forward now, they get a little closer, having crosses, now crosses on headers. They just have to insist on doing this, and eventually something will open for them.
The shot count has to be extremely in FC Tucson's favor, as well as possession stats, but that brings us to the end of the first half here. We've played 45 minutes at Kino North Stadium with a score: Real Colorado Foxes 1 and FC Tucson 0. We'll be back after a 15-minute break here. Don't. Goodness gracious. Make sure you stay with us. Take a break, have a beer, use the bathroom, and then come back with us. We've got a great second half of soccer coming to you from the FC Tucson stream here. I'm John Prohm with Elliot Prost, and we'll see you in 15. Welcome back to Kino North Stadium here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm John Perlman. Alongside me is the Frenchman, Elliot Prost. And we're here for the second half of soccer. And FC Tucson finds himself in not an unfamiliar position, down 1-0 to Real Colorado, just as they were last week in the first half before David Clemens drew the penalty kick and the finish from Brandon Zambrano that tied it up. Wholesale changes here from FC Tucson. Odain Sinclair, Pedro Espindola, and Silas Sandoval enter the match on the attacking side. And Michael Turner, good chance for Colorado on the service. And Sebastian Pineda does just enough to get a graze on it. So 10 minutes in so far, and the changes have not borne the fruit that Coach Shantz has wanted. No chances so far this second half for FC Tucson, and Real Colorado finds themselves with another dangerous corner kick. To be taken again by number 17, Sawyer Edwards. Edwards serves. Jay punches beautifully. Clemens comes to meet it. Shields looks like he was fouled, but no call. And Ramos plays back again to Dallas Jay. Jay looking for Sinclair, and FC Tucson just can't seem to get on the same page the way they were in the first half, in excellent rhythm. Jaime finds the ball. This is very dangerous. And Caleb Scott steps in very well to clear it.
It might take them a few minutes to adjust to the 4-4-2 and the change of formation, but hopefully they can start clicking really well and connecting passes a little more.
And Dallas Jay, I think, was a little bit too ambitious to go for that ball. Floated in there, challenging it, and did not come away with it, dropped it, and then it's another penalty kick for Real Colorado. And I don't think there's too much arguing that, Elliot.
Yeah, I mean, as much the first one was kind of arguable, this one was a little more obvious where Dallas kind of tripped the player. But Dallas is a strong guy, he's completely able to save that one and keep the game at 1-0.
Another opportunity for Jaime to add to his tally this evening. And he does so. And Real Colorado now has put up a 2-0 lead on 2 penalty kicks. And that's always difficult for a coach to swallow, but I don't think there was much arguing that one. I think the better part of judgment would have had Dallas Jay staying on his line for that ball. But again, he's made so many great plays, you know. It's tough when you're sitting back and you see your team losing, and sometimes you want to do more to affect the match, and that can sometimes find itself as having a negative impact.
It's really a rare fact in soccer to see the home team concede 2 PKs in the same game. It's not something that you see really often.
Yeah, it is a little bit rare. Maybe there's one back in this game for FC Tucson. Ramos
like we've
carries.
been saying, things can go really well. Maybe a goal, and that's a whole different story.
Still plenty of time here. 58th minute here at Kino North Stadium. FC Tucson find himself on the wrong side of a 2-0 game against Real Colorado here in this Mountain Division matchup between Teams 2 and Teams 3. With the FC Tucson loss here, the distance between FC Tucson and Albuquerque Soul will be very deep and very difficult to overcome. Good play by Devontae DeBose to save that. And FC Tucson just looks out of sync right now. All the great rhythm that was happening in the first half has been just non-existent here in the second half. Martinez is a key for them if he can find the ball in better positions.
And the key for FC Tucson now is to not give up, keep going and trying to make things happen, even if it might seem difficult for everybody.
When you partner with us, you are partnering with an expert who can
And Espindola and Sandoval have to come back and check to the ball. They're just standing there in high positions, not being dangerous, and they need to come and join the midfield. It's going to take a build-up into this win. They're going to have to get a couple touches, play back, and then find it in deeper areas. Pineda looking to find Odain Sinclair, but that ball's easily headed away. but controlled by Luis Martinez, who again commits a foul and is called for the yellow card.
It's tough for a player like Luis Martinez, who get fouled a lot, and players are being rough on them since they are the creative player, and for the and sometimes they get cautioned and yellow carded just for the simple foul. I mean, this one didn't seem too contest, like too arguable, but
Yeah,
it's really frustrating role as a number 10 because you're really exposed to defenders, and you do receive a lot of challenges.
Yeah, but when the boots go up and the spikes are shown there, it's really
I
it's,
agree.
it's really a
I
it's
agree.
really a no choice there, and sometimes you can end up with a red card if you make contact. So I think we're happy to see Luis still in the match here, and obviously with a game ahead of us tomorrow, he'll probably factor in that match as well. It'll be interesting to see what Rick Shantz does as the minutes tick off here. He aggressively made 3 substitutions going into the half. He has mostly defensive-minded players. He has Arturo Rodriguez, left-sided player on the bench, and Devontae DeBose heads out of bounds here. Real Colorado's got to be thrilled with the way the match is going. The crowd's been taken completely out of the match, and they're pinning FC Tucson back in their end.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect scenario for Colorado coming out in Tucson, starting early in the first half, early in the second half. It's perfect game for them so far.
A great bit of strength there. Sinclair finds Espindola, who almost has his first touch of the half. Manages to save it, working hard back. And good work by Pedro Espindola off the poor touch to make an effort to win that ball back. Flicked on. Scott does a good job of getting in between number 17. And Scott is fouled there. Sawyer Edwards, very active this entire game, has been a strong positive factor for Real Colorado. And Real Colorado has played a very, very smart and tidy match so far.
Yeah,
Not created much on the attacking side, Elliot, but certainly been solid defensively.
They're definitely sticking really well to the game plan.
Good little interchange here. Edgar Reyna with a good touch, driving forward. Looking, and this is where Espindola can be so dangerous. Looking to run, and it does so. Gets in a good crossing position, blocked away. But it's very positive seeing Pedro Espindola get on the ball here in the second half. Throwing for Edgar Reyna. Reyna looking to skip to Sinclair, but it's cleared away harmlessly. Caleb Scott controls and connects with Luis Martinez. Pineda finds the ball.
And you see every Colorado player is in this defensive half.
And why not? 3 points here would be a fantastic result for them here on the roll. Pineda steps through the challenge. Gives it away, but controlled by DuBose. DuBose serving it towards O'Dane Sinclair, but headed away easily. Sandoval trying not to foul, but win it back. It's kept in bounds. Served. Pineda does a great job of stepping in front. Offsides flag was up. Foul was committed. Ramos grabbing his ankle. Looks like he's okay. And the match has been brought to a screeching halt as the referee checks with his assistant for an offsides call that he should see, based on his angle, but unfortunately did not.
I wonder if he's calling the offside or the foul on Ozzy Ramos.
Well, on those situations, if you see the offsides, you want to call because it's these challenges that can happen after a call should have been made. The drive coach is crazy. Should Ozzy Ramos had taken a serious injury there on a play that should have never happened, that's going to really rile Rick Shantz.
And I agree because there was no advantage at all for FC Tucson since the ball was in the midfield. There was nothing to get from the situation. So
63rd minute here at Kino North Stadium with Real Colorado holding to a tidy 2-0 lead. Served in by Ramos. Flicked on by the Real Colorado player, but handled easily by Brandon Costa. He's gone long early. Caleb Scott with the second ball regain. Dallas J handles the shot from Danny Arubula very easily.
And Colorado going with fewer numbers and forward now it's just a 3.
Yes. Sandoval saves it. Good challenge by Sinclair, but Real Colorado maintains possession. The ball falls apologetically to Miguel Jaime. Foul on FC Tucson. Free kick from the midfield.
And the crowd is not happy with that call.
And Real Colorado is going to get some fresh legs on here as Sawyer Edwards will leave the game. And number 7 is entering the game, Cody Stratton. And number 4, the handwriting here isn't fantastic, but the last name on this is Bostic. So if you're Mr. and Mrs. Bostic back in Real Colorado, tell your coach to write your son's name a little bit clearer, and that way I'll be able to read it out for you. You can tell the relatives about the stream. So, Bostic and Stratton enter the match. Sawyer comes out along with number 11, Daniel Arubula, who I thought had an excellent game. He drew the PK for the first PK and was generally active, if not getting too much service. Headed in. Scurries across, unable to be saved, and it's a goal kick. Dallas J looking to play quickly and does so through Edgar Reyna. Sinclair turning. Slowing it down, stepping. A lot of touches and then gives it away. Oh, that's onside, and Caleb Scott's going to have to use that special speed he has and does so. It's a good strike, but saved right at Dallas J. And it looks like Arturo Rodriguez is going to enter a match for Rick Shantz. Possibly for Edgar Reyna here at left back. That would be the most likely substitute. But every time I say that, Elliot, I'm usually wrong. This is a great chance. FC Tucson breaking. And a great ball by David Clemens. Pedro Espindola cuts inside, shoots, and a great save there by Brandon Costa. And FC Tucson for the first time looking dangerous on a great ball by David Clemens. One back by Luis Martinez and just fakes the Real Colorado player out of his shoes.
Yeah, Colorado goalkeeper has responded really well every time he was tested.
That's a great switch ball there. Sandoval with a great touch. Save again by Costa. Wonderful ball from Martinez. 2 great chances for FC Tucson. And Sandoval is trying to track here as the substitute. Number 7, Cody Stratton gives it away immediately to Devontae DeBose. DeBose switching through Martinez. And there's some life in the FC Tucson blood now. And Clemens, again, what we talked about, a lot of defending in the first half can end up with tired legs in the second. And Martinez is crushed, stepped on.
Now on the pitch for Colorado, number 7, Cody Stratton, and number 4, Devon.
And a dangerous free kick here for FC Tucson. These are always tough. The ones right in the middle of the field here. What's the choice here?
Yeah, it's difficult because it's a position where you don't have really a side to serve it, and it's tough for for the player going forward to read the ball and try to anticipate where the ball could land.
Ozzy Ramos and Luis Martinez, a left footer and a right footer on this ball. And the minutes are ticking away almost to the 70th here, and this is a critical moment for FC Tucson this match if they're to get back into it. Devontae DeBose will come off. And Arturo Rodriguez will enter the match.
Really frustrating for FC Tucson's back four. Has been pretty solid all around and have conceded 2 goals, even though they had a solid performance tonight.
Yeah, it is a tough pill to swallow when they played very well. I agree to look at this scoreline and see the way it is. Ball served directly into the path of a Colorado defender. Martinez again steals it back, though. So savvy. Another great service, but a good play by the Colorado defender. And it looks like 3 at the back here. Reyna, Caleb Scott,
And Pineda.
Pineda might be moving up. I'm not sure, or is he leaving 4 at the back? And Pineda's moving to a. I just think he swapped Reyna to the right side. Scott controls, finds Ramos. Ramos finds Pineda. Pineda finds Reyna, and Reyna's much more comfortable here on his right side, looking to get forward. Good ball into Silas Sandoval, but blocked away as he tried to combine with O'Dane Sinclair. Seba blocks that out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for Real Colorado. 71st minute. And it's still 2-0 Real Colorado. We want to again thank the students at Desert View High School for providing tonight's live stream. They'll be helping FC Tucson all summer bring you this free broadcast. Sinclair controls. Plays a beautiful ball wide there to Pedro Espindola. Isolated again. With Rodriguez overlapping, and Espindola's back heel goes not far enough. Don't forget, we're back here tomorrow night here at Kino North Stadium, and get your match tickets at fctucson.com for this game, the 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular, or any game. Click the tickets tab to be taken to our home match directory. See FC Tucson back at Kino tomorrow. They play these same Real Colorado Foxes, perhaps with revenge on their minds, at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here at the Kino North Sports Complex.
The best part is the program is free for all selected players. Don't just watch FC Tucson.
Throw in from Rodriguez back. Rodriguez looking to combine, does well so there. Espindola is just clipped, and the yellow card finally comes out. Good little bit of interplay there by Arturo Rodriguez, who's been sprightly since he's come on.
Brings a lot of energy on the left side.
Make any fun occasion special with the FC Tucson Soccer Cage. Available to rent for birthday parties, graduation, team parties, corporate events, and more. Contact info at fctucson.com or call 520-334-1115 for more information. Served in by Martinez, right on the keeper, and easily handled by a very steady Brandon Costa this game. Costa punts it high and long. Challenged by Arturo Rodriguez, but not found there. Flicked on behind here, and Caleb Scott running at full speed and doesn't get there, and this is a dangerous opportunity here. Oh, and the cross goes wanting, and it's a goal kick. Great chance there for Real Colorado, as Caleb Scott could not get a hold of that tackle. Dallas J summarily kicks it out of bounds, and it's been that kind of night for Caleb Scott and Dallas J, unfortunately. So steady, so solid, so important to FC Tucson, and just a little bit unlucky on both occasions, and you can see the frustration beginning to mount here at Kino North Stadium.
Remember today, that's Desert Diamond Casinos and Entertainment.
David has to keep his mind on the game. He's such an important player for us that if he starts worrying too much about the ref, he's capable of so much and giving us so much going forward that the team really needs him to keep his mind cold.
And Espindola not hard enough in on that challenge. And Real Colorado sprays it, but Dallas J comes quickly to regain it. Jay looking to pick up the pace here. Fires to Martinez. Martinez just kneed in the back. And
Colorado is playing really smart right now, breaking the game down and make sure the rhythm of the game doesn't pick up.
Yeah, the physicality has paid dividends so far. FC Tucson much brighter in the second part of this half, but trying to be too cute, I think, here in the final third. David Clemens probably needs to hold that ball up. Dallas J gets out beautifully, but shanks the clearance. And it's been a little bit of a comedy of errors in the back here at times in this second half for FC Tucson. Rodriguez controls. The left side player out of Chile, at Oral Roberts University, looks to serve first time to Odin Sinclair, who hasn't been able to get even a chance near the goal here where he can be so deadly. Good touch by Miguel Jaime from Real Colorado. And a great tackle there by Arturo Rodriguez. Martinez megs him, pushed down again. And Martinez taking his usual dose of abuse. Free kick for FC Tucson. They just haven't been able to make these count. You know, this ball needs to be in between that 6-yard box and the 18 here, with players going backwards and the keeper going forwards, making Brandon Costa, who's been so smart, make a tough decision as Dallas J had to make.
Yeah, we've got to make those count now. The time is running and we need to be...
That's the ball they've been looking for. David Clemens challenges, but to no avail. And it's cleared out harmlessly. And Colorado, again, players behind the ball. It's going to be a very professional. Clemens has got to be narrow here. Sandoval, unable to get a hit on that. Egarena pushes it forward. FC Tucson will look to pin them in here with time not on their side, but still enough time to make a difference here. At least 15 minutes left. With the goal, you've got to consider injury time. And Clemens none too happy about being pushed and shoved. And Jose Miranda looking down the bench, but I don't think there's the solutions there. FC Tucson has shot out most of its attacking players out of the gate here as the second half started, and just has not been able to pay dividends. This summer, let your child train like a pro and feel like a pro by signing up for FC Tucson Soccer Camp. Your child will hone their soccer skills training with certified coaches at a world-class facility where the Major League Soccer preseason takes place. Register by going to fctucson.com and click the Camps tab. Martinez gives it away uncharacteristically. Jaime controlling. He's been much more on the ball this second half and has done enough damage. That's a good run behind, but it's going to be a little bit too long. And the wind has calmed down drastically, but FC Tucson has been able to take no advantage of it. Substitute here, number 3, R.J. Armstrong coming on for Real Colorado as they will look to slow everything down here and save some bodies maybe for tomorrow's games. Number 6, an important cog in the middle there, Jeff Jennings, a very professional performance from him. Elliot?
Yeah, I agree. I think Jeff Jennings has controlled the midfield and helped Colorado finding the rhythm into their game tonight. Really important play on the midfield for them.
There's a new way for teachers to easily integrate technology and stream projects into their classrooms. Mindful Learning Institute is training teachers from all over the country to change the educational paradigm. Increase understanding of science and technology, engineering, math, and the arts. Mindful Learning Institute, the educational resource for meaningful education. FC Tucson controls as they have for much of the half in Real Colorado's end. Combining here. Deflection goes directly to Brandon Costa. Well, 2 penalty kicks are the story so far here, Elliot, and that's got to be disappointing for Coach Shantz here at home. FC Tucson's been very, very difficult to beat. Unbeaten this season other than the Open Cup loss to Chula Vista, apologies, and the draw to BYU. And high hopes coming into this game to hopefully take 6 points out of the weekend and clinch a playoff berth just about. And now it's all on. Everything is in question. Everything's in play as Edgar Reyna fouls from behind there. Number 7, the substitute, Cody Stratton.
Yeah, Kino Stadium is a tough place to play for teams that come and visit us, so it's really surprising tonight to see the outcome of the game. But it's 10 minutes left for FC Tucson to try to get something out of it.
Jay controls out to Sebastian Pineda as we're nearing the 80th minute here at Kino North Stadium. Real Colorado holding tight to a 2-0 lead. Sandoval tries to win that, and the Colorado player goes down a heap. That's number 16.
And we see the Silas Sandoval.
Jalen Markey, who's really done a good job as a central defender this game. Frustrating David Clemens, and looks like Clemens pulling out to a further wide position here onto the right. Ramos's ball did not have enough gas on it. Oh, that's a tough decision there. Advantage given to Real Colorado, and not a smart ball there by Sebastian Pineda.
As an official sponsor of FC Tucson, Chapman Automotive invites you to visit all of their outstanding dealerships. Honda, Acura, Volkswagen, Porsche.
This is dangerous for Real Colorado. A good final intervention by Arturo Rodriguez. And a great play by Sebastian Pineda to avoid the... Arturo Rodriguez has been one of the bright spots here coming on. He's done a good job both defensively and on the attacking side of the ball.
Yeah, we can feel the motivation coming from Arturo, coming off the bench late in the game, and it's good to see that with that motivation out there.
This looks like it's going to be a long throw in here, and it is. Dealt with well by Caleb Scott. Oh, and everyone's poking it, and the body control on Luis Martinez is just sublime. Controlled by Clemens. Spindola controls, and this is a great little build-up from FC Tucson. And it gets out to Arturo Rodriguez, who's going to drive diagonally. Looking to find Sinclair. Sinclair flicks and draws the foul. And this is the pivotal moment here. This has got to come with a resulting chance here. Can FC Tucson dig itself out of a hole with 8 or so minutes left in the game here? And Luis Martinez buried one of these at BYU with a world-class goal as FC Tucson crawled back from a 2-0
Fantastic strike.
deficit to get the draw, and maybe we could have deja vu here tonight. I'm sure Rick Shantz would love to see that happen. Ramos and Martinez on the ball, as well as David Clemens. Martinez hits the wall. Martinez clears it. Drive goes over the bar for a goal kick. Soccer fans, listen to Soccer Talk with FC Tucson every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson, 1490 and 104.9 FM. Join Connor Foster, Greg Foster, John Perlman, and Ted Przelski as they tackle controversies, call-ins, guests, and other topics from around the world's game. That's Soccer Talk with FC Tucson, Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson, 1490 and 104.9 FM. Sandoval has an opportunity, but is unable to corral that ball. Pineda plays back to Dallas J, who plays back to Pineda. Ozzy Ramos trying to get on the ball here. And up the field it goes. Sandoval challenges and loses that challenge. Martinez wins the second ball. Back to Ramos. Ramos, pressure from behind, is fouled by Miguel Jaime. A smart tactical foul there.
Sam Tweet on number 5 of the Colorado defense has been really solid in the air tonight.
I agree completely. He's been winning every single head ball And it's just Route 1 is simply not the way to go with this Real Colorado team. Very strong through the center of the park. The wide positions have created all the best chances for FC Tucson, and they just have not been able to find them in the second half. And Sinclair has just not been able to get a hold of the game as a target forward. Pineda works very hard to get back and does a great job. Sebastian Pineda, always a professional performance from him. Edgar Reyna. And Reyna's probably looking at a red card or at least a yellow on that. He'll be lucky to get out of this with a caution, Elliott. It's the same thing as the retaliation. We saw it in MLS this week as well. Push after the play. Again, it's a horse collar tackle basically if it was football. And grabbing the shirt like that, it's a very dangerous play. Yellow card. Miguel Jaime is very fortunate to get away with that.
Yeah, not only is
But Edgar needs to keep his head here because he's an important cog in the wheel that is FC Tucson.
The Brandon Group at Nova Home Loans helps FC Tucson fans open the doors to home ownership. That's the Brandon Group at Nova Home Loans.
Ramos is going to go north-south here. Just out of the range of O'Dane Sinclair, but looks like Arturo Rodriguez is going to get on that second ball. Back to Pineda. Pineda finds underneath Luis Martinez with a great little touch there. Silas Sandoval. And the jersey grab again in Real Colorado. Lots of tactical fouling, but FC Tucson put themselves in the situation where this kind of play can be very effective. Clemens on the wide. Does he have something left in the tank here? That's a great service. Oh, and Pedro Espindola could not time the header right there on a great ball from David Clemens and a good run by all accounts. Just the timing of it and the wind and the bounce. And Brandon Costa is both lucky and good tonight. He has just had a good game and done a good job overall. Ball played out by Real Colorado. And Real Colorado, 2 chances on penalty kicks, and that's been about it. And that's just got to frustrate. I'm not sure that Dallas J has more than 1 or 2 saves this half. Sinclair goes barreling into their player, and the timing's just been off there.
FC Tucson definitely deserve to get at least 1 goal in that game. They've had good intention going forward. It's been this little bit of luck that's been lacking tonight.
Absolutely free. This includes any sandwich, classic side and medium soft drink, Culver's. Welcome to Delicious.
87th minute here at Kino North Stadium. 2-0 Real Colorado here. FC Tucson in their history has not lost to Real Colorado. 2 wins and a draw. And this will be Colorado's first successful trip to Tucson, first success against FC Tucson. Ball's driven deep. Arturo Rodriguez heads out of bounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, your FC Tucson men's next home match will be tomorrow night against this same Real Colorado Fox team. We also will be home on Wednesday, July 1st, playing FC Hasenthal. And do not forget our 4th of July blast against Albuquerque Soul FC. Kickoff is set for 7:30 for all matches. We hope to see you here.
88th minute, and I would have to agree with you, and Sam Tweeden's performance has been outstanding. Oh, just can't quite get through there. And there's been some great balls, and it's been so close for FC Tucson, and the final intervention's been there every time for Real Colorado. Arturo Rodriguez wins the tackle there, looking to build forward. Plays into a whole lot of traffic down the middle. So, Elliot, this match looks like it's well in hand for Real Colorado. What does FC Tucson need to do tomorrow to change the course of this weekend?
Like we talked about, is I mean, if Colorado comes tomorrow with the same game plan to stay back and narrow down the field, is gonna be key for us to get the ball wide and try to then to have our wide player as involved as we can. But also maybe we need to come out with a little more energy.
Sinclair in clean and cannot finish. A great move by Silas Sandoval, a great late run by O'Dane Sinclair, and 2015 has not been kind to the Jamaican striker. And it's a goal kick, and it would have been a very interesting final 2 minutes or 3 minutes of injury time, Elliot, had that gone in.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody out here would have loved to see that happen tonight.
Good run, but the finish was lacking. Great play by Luis Martinez. Martinez plays early, finds Sandoval. Sandoval finds Sinclair. Sinclair tries to play it wide there. Spindola is unable to. And Real Colorado counters. And this should be an easy journey to the corner. Three minutes of injury time here for FC Tucson to pull a Man United-like comeback against Bayern Munich. It's never over till the final whistle, as we always know in sports. It's a good ball there from Pineda, but headed back. Done well by number 20 there. Jordan Gili, who's done well enough tonight. No goals, a good, solid defensive performance by Real Colorado. Their coach has to be pleased, and they're going to sleep well at Desert Diamond Casino tonight.
Like you said, really professional performance from Colorado tonight, coming out and scoring early and kind of locking the game up.
Sandoval a little heavy on the touch, but still manages to shield. Gets out of there. Finds Ozzy Ramos. Ramos drives a spinning ball, and again, there he is, as he has been all game. Sam Tweeten. Oh, great ball there by Tweeten. And out of bounds. Martinez playing to the last minute, as is the captain, David Clemens. And the final substitute for Real Colorado here is number 19, Sean Driller.
And the final substitution for Colorado to break the little bit of rhythm we had going into the stoppage time.
It's been a tough night here for all accounts for FC Tucson. Reno probably will look to Sinclair. Switches out. Ramos with a chance here. Ramos crushes it. What a golazo! What a golazo by Ozzy Ramos. And it's a small consolation prize for FC Tucson as the lead is reduced to 2-1.
Fantastic goal by Ozzy Ramos.
Gives the fans something to cheer about. I know Ramos would take a win every day over any personal glory, but well-deserved for a player who's played tremendously long, hard minutes all season, Elliot.
Yeah, really deserved for Ozzy, which is a good player and a really good person.
And it's a foul here, and maybe Dallas Shea can get up and take this and get everyone forward, because you never know here.
That's the least Tucson deserve from that game. At least have a goal.
And it's
and
a great ball by Dallas J. Challenged in. Edgarina. Sinclair! Oh, just wide! Unbelievable ending to this game. O'Dane Sinclair with two chances to change his fortunes and FC Tucson's, and sliding to the back post with Silas Sandoval. Everybody calling for the touch.
Really unfortunate for FC Tucson.
An unbelievable bit of strength, and that's where and then, yeah. And of course,
really likely that Colorado player are gonna cramp a lot at that point.
Yeah. Cramps are what I've done with my medical research are 17 times more likely than 90th plus minutes, Elliot.
Yeah,
Especially when you're winning.
Especially when the team that you're facing just scored a goal and is looked to tie up the game.
How much time there is left, no one can tell. Goal usually at a little bit of time. I count probably 30 seconds here because of the time waste. I don't think Colorado's doing themselves any favors. Caleb Scott manages to get it to Luis Martinez, pings a beautiful ball. One last corner kick it is. And up goes Dallas. Oh, and he blows the whistle. An unbelievable decision. A mass confrontation here. It's very careful. And well, we get to do it all again tomorrow night, huh, Elliot?
Yes. It's something really rare as well to have the home team not taking advantage of the last corner because of the ref ending the game early. Those 3 minutes felt like going by really fast to me, knowing that 2 of them were wasted to injury time.
And again, a great performance by Brandon Costa and the Real Colorado doing just enough to get the result. 2 penalty kicks. Rick Shantz having a nice conversation. I'm sure it's pleasantries all around. So that ends it here at Kino North Stadium with a final score, Real Colorado 2 and your hometown FC Tucson 1. FC Tucson falls to 4-2-4 on the season. Real Colorado improves to 3-2-4 on the season. And we do it all again here tomorrow night at 7:30. Hope to have you out at Kino North Stadium. But if you're not in this state or in the area where you can drive here, we will accept you listening to our stream. You can find it again on the FC Tucson YouTube channel. I'm John Perlman for Elliot, and good night.